Hello, bright and shiny beacon of light. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspire Nation. I've been watching, this is the second time in a row I've been watching because we're live on Facebook and X and all these other platforms. I click the go live button and you just wait and it spins and it spins, and behind the scenes I'm going woohoo, woohoo, which has just got to look nutty if you see it all on air, but that's what I did. So I want to welcome you to a very special event here tonight where we're going to do a clearing. I hadn't expected, if I say and that's not my usual state, but if I hadn't expected on doing a clearing here tonight. However, I go into my automatic writing, I go to the guides, and I say, what is it that I get to talk about? What do people need to hear about the most? And what they were talking with me about is about the lunar eclipse coming up, and I'm going to share all about that. And they said, really, well, I think their exact words were, happy clearing week, Michael. And that's really what this is about, is it is a week of clearing. It is a week of getting lighter to make it through these times, make it through is a funny way. There's never been a better time to manifest than now. Now, I saw some article, I don't know if it was ABC or CBS or something. There's some article earlier today saying why you don't want to manifest during this time of year and why you don't want to put your hopes and dreams out there to the lunar eclipse or to the solar eclipse coming up. And I would say just the reverse. And I know why they said that. They said that because it's the old adage, be careful what you wish for. Because this time is so powerful. If you're not careful what you wish for, you will get it and then some. And are you sure what you're getting is what you want? That's really, I believe, what they are saying. Is it's so important to be clear what you want, or to not just say things and then later go, well, that's not really what I meant. But more importantly during this time is we are in such a massive overabundance of energy right now that we get to use this energy for some clearing magic goodness. And I'm going to dive into all of that tonight. And it's probably about 30 minutes in or so that we're going to go to a clearing. I believe, I could be incorrect because I've done this for a very long time now. Very long time. I think 3, 4, 5, at least 5 years YouTube lives. I don't believe I've done a group clearing here on a YouTube live. I do massive group clearings with the School of Mystics, and we've got the biggest one of the biggest ones this Wednesday for the lunar eclipse. You can come join us for that. And I do smaller ones elsewhere, but I think this will be the first time doing a large group clearing with a YouTube live. So we're going to have fun with this. If you see me itching my nose, it is either because there are kitty hairs everywhere. There's a kitty just off camera here by the name of the love bug, or because Jessica, my loving wife, got a hold of me 10 minutes before 8 with the clipping shears. And I've been saying I'm having a bad hair year, but she at least went all over me. So right now I'm like, ooh, and hopefully you don't feel that way too as we're going through this. All right, what's going on right now? And I do not know whether or if we're going to go into current events here tonight, but let me just say the energy right now, it's crazy. The energy is over the top. Now, I'm a very energized guy. I'm kind of naturally caffeinated. But the energy right now is so powerful. I don't know about you, but I can certainly speak for myself. I can speak for Jessica. I can speak for the kitty cats. It's hard to sleep lately. And so I've been calling the kitties lately the terroristas because not the love bug, but Lumiere and Sir Meowsers. As soon as the lights go off at night, they're like, oh, it's our turn. And that coupled with the moon has meant very, very little sleep. And you may be experiencing the same thing too. In fact, it's really a trifecta of energy. Of course, and I discussed this last week, of course, we have the equinox coming up in a few days. But more importantly, 2 days from now is what we're going to call a ring of fire lunar eclipse. Ring of fire technically is a term. That's a solar eclipse. The moon is going to go in front of the sun, but not completely cover the sun in about 2.5 weeks' time. And so you're going to see fire of the sun coming out in all directions. But that's what this month's moon is in that case. It's a ring of fire moon. It's also a harvest moon. It's called some other things as well. But it's really a ring of fire moon. Now, that lunar eclipse coming up has huge energy. It's also a supermoon, meaning it's 30% closer than any other full moon. And we've actually got 4 or 5 of them in a row. This is why weird, crazy, not so necessarily good, wild things happen around, particularly right now around this lunar eclipse, is there's so much energy. So somebody who would naturally have the ability to withhold their impulses at this time does not. It's why so many people end up in the hospital, so many people end up with strokes, so many people end up in jail, and on it goes, in arguments and you know what, because we're overtired, we're strung out, we're over-energized. And that's not even bringing into the fact that there is more psychic energy on the planet right now. Psychic in a couple ways. There's psychic energy, meaning the veil is getting thinner. You can feel it, you can sense it, you can hear it. If you take the time enough, you know that there's something going on more with the other side. And psychic energy, meaning everybody is freaked out right now. Now, it's interesting because earlier today, and I just lost my notes. This is funny how this works. Whee! Earlier today, I was going through, what do we call it? I have like 5 or 6 key projects that I'm working on right now. And I'm going, this feels like too much. This feels like too much. And I'm like, Jessica, can you take some time with me just to review things? I don't need you to actually say anything about that, but I need a grounding moment here. That's kind of how we're all feeling, particularly because we're all a little bit overtired and wired. You could say we are twired in a sense right now, and we are twired right now. So we're going to do some clearing on all of this. I apologize if you see me darting around with my eyes. The computer screen is going a bit weird. It's kind of like a Mercury retrograde right now. So let's dive into the basics. We've got the full moon coming up. We've got the eclipse coming up. We've got the solar eclipse coming up. We've got the equinox coming up. We've got all sorts of weird current events coming up. We have storms across the planet. We have, fires and on it goes. And that energy is hitting us hard. The question is, though, and yes, it's hitting us with extreme exhaustion. What if we actually take that energy and flip it on its head? So, for instance, I teach automatic writing. That's how I channel for class. I teach automatic writing this Tuesday. I teach it once a month. And the theme this month is how we use that energy to do a massive clearing, where we can go to our angels and guides and say, all right, I'm feeling this energy. I know there are wounds. I know there's blocks. I know there's stuff that gets to be cleared. Can you help me to do that? And they'll personally assist you in doing that. And I'm going to be teaching Tuesday night. If you want to come join me, I'll teach you how to do automatic writing, and I'll teach you how to use your angels and guides as clearers, as coaches, to actually help you clear things that you didn't even know you had. And so that's going to be a very profound teaching this Tuesday night, where we take that energy and flip it on its head. We call that, for automatic writing, a double dose of goodness. But now, getting back to this time, and it really is a double dose of goodness. It is, it's interesting. It's such a weird evening, and I don't really go to current events. So excluding this evening, it is a time of celebration. Why is it a time of celebration? Because the new earth, or the new world, demands we get light. What does that mean? Well, I interviewed Daryl Anka this week on Bashar. We've had Adamus on. We've had Paul Selig on. We've had so many channelers recently who talk about, even Suzanne Giesman, about the shift in time period that we're going through and how we are birthing the earth anew. We are birthing a new level of humanity. You could say from Paul Selig's guides, and that's this Thursday show, is that we're going to this upper room. We're going to this higher level. And that to me is a woohoo. It's why I do everything. It's why I do the School of Mystics, is we are going to this higher level. And so as we ascend up the mountain, I'll say, because we're spiraling around rather than the ladder, we're spiraling upwards higher and higher. The higher you go, the more you need to let go of that which doesn't serve you. If you imagine, we'll go with that ladder analogy for a minute. If you imagine going to the top of a ladder that's only held on at the bottom, you're near the bottom, it's very stable. You start to go up, it rocks a little bit more. You start to go up higher, it rocks more and more and more until it feels rather unstable the higher up you go. And you realize that, hey, you're carrying a boat anchor in your pocket. You better let that go. You're carrying maybe even a cell phone. You better let that go. Everything that's having you swing to the sides, you better let go of. You better get as light as you can. That's this time period. It's not about losing a few pounds, though maybe we could, but it's not about that kind of light. It's about the light of shedding the old. That's what this time period is. And you can see it happening. You can see it happening. My headset's talking to me. It just said 2 devices connected. Thank you, headset. You can see it happening in the world around you right now. You can certainly see it in current events. You can see it everywhere, that the old energy is trying to pull us down at this time, and it's not having success, but it's coming on full volume. That's in our external world, but it's also in our internal world. And that's where the real fun happens. Why? Because you and I are a projector of consciousness. I'm sure you've heard this before. You've heard what you think about is what you bring about. It goes beyond that. What you feel on the inside is what you project on the outside. What you feel in here is what you project out here. And so we're being given an overwhelming amount of emotions right now to see what we're projecting in order to see what we get to let go of, or that which no longer serves us. Now, let's bring this to the full moon, shall we? And let's bring us to the lunar eclipse coming up, because it's really, really cool how this all fits together. So we know that if we have crystals, we're taught, if you have crystals, go put them, on a windowsill, put them on a rock, put them out for the full moon so that they get recharged. Or at least some people say to get recharged. However, what's really going on is you're putting them out, and I know so many people are going to comment about this in the chat, you're really putting them out in the full moon, not to recharge your crystals, but they're actually fully charged, but to clear them of gunk, to clear them of old energy, or clear them of that which doesn't serve them anymore. Here's where it gets really interesting. And I see in the chat somebody by the name of Christy, which is similar to Crystal, just wrote, how does it get any better than this? Crystals, like Christy, in their own way, are alive, sentient beings. Crystals, as crazy as it sounds, are alive, sentient beings. Everything has some level of consciousness. Crystals have a very high level of consciousness. It's why you love up your crystals. You say, I love you, crystal. Thank you for taking care of me, crystal. Thank you for helping me, crystal. They charge up with your energy, and they can help change your energy as well. Now, what's even really cooler is that not only are crystals alive, sentient beings, but what science is starting to get to and will really embrace, I guess is the best word, will embrace over the upcoming years, as that you and I are walking, talking crystals. We are walking, talking, sentient beings. Well, actually, crystalline sentient beings. We have a lattice-like crystalline structure to ourselves and our energetic body. We have a crystalline nature that allows us to tune into the universe and also broadcast out to the universe. Now, I may date myself here, but way back when, I could go into the store called Radio Shack and I could buy crystals, literally, to plug into my radio. It had 2 little prongs, a little plastic piece, there's a crystal inside, to plug into my radio to tune into certain frequencies. You literally bought a crystal to plug into a different frequency. And I had to look this up today to make sure that this wasn't a Mandela effect, that it no longer took place. Still takes place. In fact, I can go on eBay, and I'm in Quebec for another month and a half. I could go to ebay.ca tonight, and I could get a Radio Shack crystal radio kit, and you could drop the crystals in it. That's what you are. That's what I am as well. We're high-powered, organic, crystalline radios. You and I are radios. We're actually receivers, and we're broadcasters, but we are all crystal all the time. The question is, what is it that we plug into? Well, we can plug into anything. So it's not just the crystal frequency of the universe or the crystal frequency of love or whatever. We can plug into just about anything. It's actually a lot of what I teach in automatic writing. But the most important thing that we get to plug into, first and foremost, is our higher selves. Our higher self is you that's everywhere. It's not just higher up here. It's everywhere, and this is just an avatar. Hi, avatar. Hi, avatar. I am, you are, at least your physical meat suit, is just an avatar of your higher self. The higher self is always trying to reach you, particularly now, but we are being hit with so many frequencies, the psychic frequencies that I talked about, the lunar frequencies that I'm talking about. Heck, we had a G3 solar magnetic storm just 2 days ago, Thursday, I believe it was. We are being bombarded with frequencies. So what happens is, if we don't have a way to tune into our higher selves, we lose our way, we lose our frequency, or we stop being able to tune in. So our higher selves are still broadcasting. It's just hard to hear them without, this gets back to putting your crystal on your windowsill, without our crystals being cleared. Without your crystals being cleared, and that's what we're going to start doing here tonight. Without your crystals being cleared, it's so hard to tune in or to hear anything. Or I think a good term is you hear bubkiss, zero, zippo, not a thing, except for the static of all the other stations trying to come through. Now, we get to understand there's so much coolness, so much goodness here tonight. You are filled with such goodness. We are both divine, immortal, energetic beings. Yes, with a crystal in nature. You are a divine, immortal, energetic being. Holographic in nature, fractal in nature. You are a repeating crystal. If you could look into the crystal, you would see a reflection of the crystal. You look into that reflection, you would see a reflection of that crystal. You look into that reflection, you would see a reflection. Infinite, you could say, in all directions, containing the whole in each of the reflections, and then see another of the whole, and then see another of the whole, and then see another whole, which means you are the whole and you are a part of the greater whole. That's your fractal holographic nature as an energetic crystal. So let's go back to basics. You are divine, immortal, means you can't be killed. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. That's like physics 101. Divine, immortal, divine meaning you're everywhere at once. You aren't just in this body. Divine, immortal, energetic being, having a divine, immortal, energetic experience in mortal form, in human form, meaning this rent suit. And I love my rent suit. And I hope you love your rental suit because it's the only one you got. It's the only one I got. And it's mortal. At some point, it'll say, okay, I've had enough. You get to go back there. But until then, love it up. Love your body, no matter what. Love your body. Not from an egotistical point of view, but it's your vehicle. No matter what it's doing, no matter how it's doing, it's your vehicle, and it's the best because it's the only one you've got. As human beings, or as energetic beings, having a human experience, we are carried around by these beautiful vehicles, by these beautiful meat suits. And nothing on earth ever happens by accident. And nothing's a coincidence. Michael, nothing happens by accident? No, I mean, there's easier ways and there's harder ways for things to take place, depending on the path humanity chooses, depending on the path that you choose, depending on the path that I choose. But it is all here guiding us in our ascendance, guiding us to a higher state of beingness. Why is the universe here in human form? So that it can see itself, so that it can learn about itself, so that it can expand, so that it can exist in this physical dimension. Here in the physical dimension, nothing happens by coincidence. Now, let's take a look at what that means specifically, because we've got a very special non-coinkadinkle event. There's a technical term, 2 nights from now. Yes, this is how I speak. And yes, apparently I haven't fully grown up, and I don't plan on doing so. And maybe neither should you. Be your divine, immortal self that is both all times and is a kid at heart. Not childish, but childlike. All right, let's talk about the moon, shall we? The moon is exactly 400 times closer than the sun. the moon is 400 times closer than the sun. The moon is also 400 times, exactly 400 times closer than the sun, and exactly 400 times smaller than the sun. What does that mean? It means if you're exactly the right distance and exactly the right size, that one can block the other. This is so cool. The odds of this statistically are pretty much zero, zippo, that a solar or a lunar eclipse could take place, because you have to have celestial objects of exactly the right size, exactly the right proportion, at exactly the right distance. Now, I'm an angel numbers guy. I've got an angel numbers program, and I love talking angel numbers, among other things. 400 is a very, very special number. So you've got the 4. That's the ultimate angel number. If you get 444, you call on your angels. 4 means angels. 0 means space. It means space. It means pause. It means clearing, cleaning, wholeness, and completion. So when we hear 400, what we're talking about is calling on your angels and guides to clear you, to make you whole, to rebirth you anew. That's what this time period is. And it starts out several days before the eclipse. Hello, you're in it now. And it goes several days, particularly with a supermoon, which is even larger, so it stays full moon longer, before the eclipse. And it goes several days after the eclipse. This is a cosmic rebirth. That's what you're in right now. Now, a normal, if that's the right term, lunar eclipse happens twice a year, though never more powerful than now, because of all the energies, because of the psychic energies, because of everything going on, and because it is a supermoon, and one of many. And forgive me. It's all these hairs. I don't know. It's the kitty hairs, or because Kitty has been all over the chair and Mike today, or if it is the haircut I just got. Now, it is such a super special, awesome, amazing, incredible time to shed or cast off the old energies and allow in the new. And we're going to be doing that together in just a little bit. At least I'm going to get you started here tonight. I'm going to do some massive clearing work with you tonight. Tomorrow night, if you come to automatic writing, I'll teach you how you can do all this clearing work on yourself with your angels and guides. And Wednesday, I'm going to do an even bigger clearing with the School of Mystics. But we're going to get you started here tonight. Fall is an interesting time. And fall is a really cool time. At least it's a really cool time when you're living in a seasonal place. So I've lived in Hawaii before. Oh, God, I love Hawaii. But there's not really. There are seasonal changes. There's subtleties. There's different crop seasons. But you don't get the colors changing of the leaves. In Florida, I live in northern Florida in the winter, and that has color changes. And that is special, and you can anchor into that. Here up in Quebec and all throughout the Northeast, oh my God, are the leaves changing color? And it's a really cool thing to see. There's this vibrance, there's this energy, there's this aliveness. In the fall, there is a sense of hope for almost all of us, at least in the Northern Hemisphere. A sense of, now's the time I get to get things done. Now's the get her done time. You can see that after we hit Labor Day, it's full speed ahead, get her done. And get her done is not a bad thing. That is the energy of the fall lunar eclipse. That's the power of the new moon too coming into the fall. New moon represents special projects and getting started. New moon, special projects and getting started. Full moon, which is what a lunar eclipse is, let's cast off the old energies and make way for the new. So, the big question is, what does this mean and what do you do? Well, if you know clearing work at all, a powerful way to start is to clear anything that's stuck on your heart in order that you can feel better what you need. So oftentimes I could say, well, let's say that this bottle of water was a crystal ball. And we're going playing with crystals today. A crystal ball? No, not a crystal ball. Let's say it's a genie lamp. Yes, Aladdin's genie lamp. And this is good Quebec water, which is nice because it doesn't have to travel as far. And we've been carbonating our own water here with minerals, which means it doesn't even have to travel farther than the kitchen, which is even better. But you take your genie lamp and you say, you're gifted a genie lamp, and you're told you can have 3 wishes. Heck, let's give it more. Let's say that you can have at least 4 wishes. How about 444 wishes? How's that? You get 444 wishes. Nice lamp. But you haven't cleared what's stuck on your heart. Guess what? You don't know what to ask for. That's a big, you got to be careful what you ask for, because it is such a powerful time of manifestation. If you know what you want to manifest. If you don't, you can get yourself in a heap of trouble right now by saying, well, I want this, and I want that, and I want the other thing. Ambergeddon has been getting 10, 10, 10, which is awesome, because Ambergeddon 10, 10, 10 is the number of perfection. Exactly where you're supposed to be right now. That's perfect, exactly where you're supposed to be. In fact, full disclosure, my wife Jessica and I got married on 10, 10, 10. We've been at this angel numbers game for just a little while now. 10, 10, 10, which is bringing us the perfection of us coming together. And I know people are asking about automatic writing. I may share a little bit more later, but I teach you basically how to get in a very quiet state, put pen to paper. You don't have to be able to channel at all. And you say a few prayers, and then your angels or guides or whomever you want start speaking to you from the other side of the veil. Now, when it comes to clearing work, and I'm going to be teaching this on Tuesday, they will tell you what you need to get cleared, how to get cleared. They'll even do the clearings with you. So you don't have to go, well, what needs to be cleared? Is there anything from my ancestors, anything from my elders, anything karma related? I'm going to teach you how to do that so that your guides can help clear all of that from you. But going back to here, what we get to do first and foremost is start clearing the gunk on our hearts. And we're going to start that here tonight. Clear the gunk on your heart so that you go to the lamp and you know what it is you want. If you have too much gunk on your heart, it's hard to have any idea. I want to say a clue, but that doesn't sound, I don't mean it like you don't have a clue. I guess in life, we're all learning, we're all growing. And there are many a time where I say, I don't have a clue. I mean that in the best of ways. But when we squeegee this clear, we get a feeling sense of, oh, this is where I can go. This is what I can do. How does it get any better than this? So the next thing we get to do is intention. Once we start clearing our hearts, we get to go to intention. Now, I'm going to back up for a minute. I often get dreams before a YouTube live event that have something specific that gets to be shared with everyone. So last night I had a dream. Yes, I had a dream. Thank you, Martin Luther King. I love you. I had a dream last night, not that kind of dream, where I don't know what happened. Maybe I've dropped off Jessica and Hannah Bear, and here I am at this place with an old girlfriend, an ex-girlfriend. And we're not doing anything other than G-rated, but I'm giving her a hug, and I'm holding on to her tightly and saying I didn't want to let her go. Now, this didn't have any basis in reality because this is a girl who cheated on me. And yes, so there was a letting go that was very much wanting to be happened after I healed, of course, first shock. But that's not the point. And it's not about a wound from 20 or 25, 24 or 23, however many years ago. I said I didn't want to let go. Later, I'm back with my wife, Jessica, and I'm back with Hannah Bear, too. And I'm afraid Jessica's going to find out that I'd been holding on to this woman and that I didn't want to let her go. There's a huge spiritual significance here. And it wasn't a question of whether I was cheating on Jessica in my subconscious. That's not what it was about. It's about what am I holding on to that I get to let go of. Now, Jessica, if she was listening right now, had said, Michael, you seemed a bit off. You seemed a bit less, let's be honest, less stable, less like the rock that I depend on today. And I would tell her that's right because I'm working through this energy right now. This energy of what do I get to let go of so that I can be born anew, so that I can have this own personal rebirth, so that I can shift gears moving forward. Was it nap time today? Yeah, I was watching a movie today. I think it's called Gifted, about a gifted 7-year-old, and it's drama. We don't need to watch that much drama, but there's drama involved. But it's interesting. I was watching this genius girl, and then I closed the computer and I cried. And I heard, forgive me, I heard, what have I done with my life? It's a really tongue-in-cheek question because I'm very proud of what I've done with my life. And yet there's a niggling inside of me that's very strong at this point that says I get to, naughty dreams, Bear, yes, that says I get to pivot. You may be feeling that too. And I started crying. Why? Because all of us are being reinvented right now, and we have to let it happen. And so that dream last night very specifically represented me holding on to everything I've done rather than letting it all go to ask what I want. Parallel reality, Bears. Yes, exactly. You actually switch realities by setting intention and focusing on what you want. You literally jump to a parallel reality. I had to and have to stop bear hugging or peeling my arms away. Now, during this time, it is very easy to say, I don't know what the answer is. I don't know where I want to go. I can tell you right here, right now, what do I want? I want a lot more writing. I want in-person events. I want to share my messages with the world on the big stage, on the huge stage, on the biggest stage, whatever that means that I can. Not just, I'm looking at this camera and my ego is going, not just in this tiny little camera. I love you, but I'd love to see you in person. And my inner voice is going, I haven't done that yet. Totally okay. But that's the energy right now. So the energy right now does not respect where you're at. The energy right now does not say, don't worry, you're going to get there. The energy right now does not say, maybe you need to baby steps. The energy right now says, okay, let's freak out over this. Let's cry about this. Let's get really uncomfortable about this. Which is great. Somebody said, Michael, should I tell my partner I'm having dreams about other women too? She might get very angry. Jay Rogers, it depends on how you present it. And yes, this is a time where people, and you do it out of kindness and compassion, but this is a time where it's very easy to get angry, and that was where I was going, Jay Rogers, because we don't have words to express the emotions that are coming through us, the creative angst, the need to pivot, the need to shift, the need to grow, the need to expand, the need to let go. So we get to ask ourselves, what is it I need to let go of? Actually, before we ask ourselves, what do I need to let go of? We get to ask ourselves, what is I want? And we get to sit with that question. We get to sit in that question. We get to then go, or in reverse, do it first, because we're going to clear here tonight. What is it I get to let go of? And we don't need to have the answer. And I'm wondering, oh, yes, it did. It ran off again. Oh, it's over there. My snow globe. Hold on. Grabbing my snow globe. Da-da-da-da. And I know that Aya Bear, super moderator extraordinaire, is going, oh no, what shorts does he have on? I have been known for having a tacky shorts collection. I no longer aspire to have a tacky short collection, yet they have chased me down and followed me because I have very little clothes with me here in Quebec because we came on an RV. And I don't want to buy much clothes here in Quebec because we're traveling out in an RV, although I really want to find good, organic, spiritual clothing. And Jessica and I have talked about many times about her desire to start an organic spiritual clothing company. All right, this is Sharky. Sharky is a snow globe that I got when Hannah Bear had her third heart procedure. Third heart procedure? Wow, third heart procedure. I believe her final one for life. This was almost 2 years ago. And I got this snow globe, which you look at it, you think, well, there's a shark inside. There's something to be afraid of. There's a shark. Whee! Except that by staring at it, you realize Sharky is smiling. Sharky is happy. Sharky won't stop spinning here. Whee! But where we don't know what it is that we need to clear, we get to study. We get to look at. Certainly, you can go to automatic writing on Tuesday. I'll be teaching, and you can ask your angels and guides, what do I need to get clear? But we sit in and with the question of what is it I need to let go of? What would change my whole life if I let go of it? What would be the one thing if I let go of would change my whole life? And then we get to do clearing work on that. And we're going to actually, it's probably, well, I guess I'll do a few questions first. We will clear on some of that here this evening. So, solar eclipse, hugely positive time for setting powerful intention in new projects. This time right now is clearing the energy before you go in that direction. So it's 2 weeks in advance. So it's a time to let go of the old so you can absolutely positively be light enough to call in the new. So it is a powerful time of intention setting, not just on what we desire. So in a couple of weeks, it's intention setting on, I want the house, I want the partner, I want the career, I want the child, I want the this, I want the that. Now is the time of the, I want to get light, I want to be healed, I want to sleep easier, I want to find more peace, I want to shed whatever doesn't serve me, I want to let go of once and for all what doesn't work for me anymore. Now, I'm going to show you a bit how to do it tonight. I'm going to teach it full on tomorrow night. I'm going to do a massive clearing Wednesday. But you can also start after this tonight by doing a ceremony. Grab yourself some sage, grab yourself some incense, grab yourself a moonstone, hello, if you have one, and you can do your own ceremony. You can look up at the moon, you can call in the moon, you can speak to the moon. Most important thing, make the ask. Ask to be cleared. Ask to let this go. Somebody's mentioning grounding shoes. Heck, go barefoot on the earth. Go barefoot on the earth while looking at the moon. How's that for coupling one energetic state to another? Call on the moon and ask of the moon to get you light. Mother Moon, please clear all that doesn't serve me. Please take away my pain. Please take away my energetic blocks. Please take away any stickiness or energetic residue that no longer serves me or helps me on your journey. And then last but not least, and we're going to get to clearing in just a few minutes here, the number here we're talking about is 400. That's the distance, or that's the magnification or amplification between moon and sun and moon, or moon and earth and moon, and sun and moon. And you get it. 4 means call on your angels. If you believe in angels, if you believe in guides, Amy, can I ask to let go of my diseases? Of course, Amy. You can ask to let go of anything. You can get clearing work to let go of anything. You may not fully get rid of a disease if it is here to serve you for your highest good. However, you can certainly feel better through whatever is the process. That's one of the things I learned with tapping a decade or more ago, which is that there's a certain amount of signal from the body that we register as pain that you may not be able to let go of, but there's all this extra junk that we can let go of, so you can knock a pain from a level 10, you've got to be in the hospital, maybe down to a 2 or 3. You can certainly do that. But now this time, go to your angels. That's what number 4 means. Go to your angels. Go to your guides. Do not go anything alone at this time. Anything. Do not go it alone. Why? Because it doesn't serve you to go it alone at this time. It doesn't serve you to try to push a stone fully uphill by yourself. Why would you do the heavy lifting? So I think I may have mentioned this last week, so forgive me if I have already mentioned this. Last week here at Mont Tremblant in Quebec, it's the biggest ski area in Quebec, they had this running event where people ran, more like hiked, walked, carried themselves up this mountain 15 times, which is the equivalent of Mount Everest. It's called 29029. And these guys are heroes that they could do this and that they had the inner strength to do it. But they were exhausted. And what I was coaching and encouraging them as I was running up and down the mountain, trying to coach and encourage them, is if they imagine, because there's a gondola that's going up and they're beneath the gondola, imagine that they take a cord with a carabiner at the end and throw it at the gondola, hooked on, and let the gondola pull them up. Let the gondola do the work. We can all do this. Actually, wow, this is cool. We've got 449 thumbs up. We've got 4 hearts. We've got 7 downs. So I've got 447 is blessings, 47. Hello. We got lots of love and blessings right now. You can call on your angels to help you. You can call on your angels to help pull you up the hill. You can call on your angels to help clear you and get you light. So I'm going to explain how clearing works in a minute. I'm going to take a sip of water first, and do I ask questions first? I'm going to take just a couple questions. No, I want to do a clearing first, and then we are going to go into questions is what we're going to do. And but bear with me. I need to take some water here. And I'm in between. Yeah, I'm going to take off my sweatshirt here because it's getting kind of warm too. I can feel this buzz and tingling and energy here. All right, Jay Rogers, thumbs up bear. Thank you. All right, hold on here. Karen Suki, Serenity Prayer. Perfect. All right. Aya Bear was saying, just make sure you don't have a center part here tonight. I'm not doing that. It's just going there. Like I said, it's an interesting hair year. I could get my notes up here. Oh, wow. The notes aren't scrolling very well. All right. Okay. D Money, asking is for vegans. No offense, Michael. D Money, what do you mean by that? All right. Here's what we're going to do. Ooh, I'm excited for this. I'm very excited. This is my first time doing a clearing. I've done clearings for thousands before, but this is my first time doing it and thousands live, but doing it during a YouTube live event. So this is going to be kind of cool. Jay Rogers, where can I get Woohoo merch? We're working on it. We get a complete website rebuild that we're just starting to dive into. So stay tuned. But great question. All right. How do we do this? Well, I'm going to be asking you for permission. Now, let's say this was on Zoom. I would see you giving me permission, give me a thumbs up. You can say yes here in the chat. That would be the ideal way. But you at least get to say yes to yourself as we're doing the clearings, that you give me permission to clear. If you don't say yes, nothing happens. I'm not able to clear. I'm not able to energetically get through the wall for you. So if you want to be cleared and I ask you, do you want to clear X, Y, or Z? Say yes. Then I'm going to ask you to take note of a specific idea, concept, or time in your life. And I'm going to ask for permission to clear it. Please note, you don't need to think about that time. You don't need to go back to that time. If it's a wound, you do not need to feel it again, see it again, dance with it again, or anything of the sort. I can simply help remove it. Just acknowledge, oh yeah, there is something there. Even if you don't know if something's there, I can still help get you clear and get you light. We can still do that. But if you know what it is, even better. But you don't need to re-wound yourself by spending any time there. This is not psychology. Put your feet up on the couch. Tell me about your wound. We don't need that. At the end, I will do a very short tapping session to kind of refill energetically the grooves in the record that we're carrying sticky, gunky energy. We're going to refill them with something positive at the end. But I don't need you to relive anything. On top of that, I'm going to do a clearing statement. It may resonate with you. It might not. You might believe it. You might not. Totally perfect. You don't have to believe a word in it. It is symbolic and spiritual, but not about any religion. So if it grooves for you, great. If it doesn't, great. I am going to then sit in, or you don't have to remember any of this, or act as proxy, act as a go-between to help you remove this energy. And I will use my handy-dandy miracle phone, which, look at that. It's holding a Canadian dollar because there's a magnet. That's cool. There's a magnet in the phone of or battery of a phone. And this phone took a swim in the drink at the time of Hannah Bear's last heart surgery, which was like a year and a half ago. A year and 4 months ago, took a swim in the drink in the ocean for 3 days under a boat and was found and still works. It's awesome. Someday I'll replace it. The time is not yet. It's too cool. I still have, it's just a good luck charm. The original case that was underwater in the boat. I hold on to this. Jessica tried throwing it away recently, and I fished it out of the trash. I'd like to frame this thing, because to me this means miracles happen. And it was right at the time that we found that Hannah's heart was doing so great. Woohoo! How does it get any better than this? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to act as a proxy. I'm going to put a hand on my heart, and I'm going to run the magnet of the phone over my head about 10 or 12 times. If this seems a little bit like Dr. Bradley Nelson's emotion code, in many ways it is. It's also like holographic kinetics, which is an Australian Aboriginal technique. In many ways it is. And it's a little bit like soul retrieval work, because in many ways, which is more of a shamanic technique, which in many ways it is as well. And a huge shout out and props to Dr. Bradley Nelson and all things emotion code. All right. So we're going to do this for about 6 clearings here tonight. Key ground rules. 1, if you need to drive anywhere afterwards or use heavy machinery, you may want to do this another time. In fact, I recommend it. This will work just as well recorded as live. So if you're catching this recorded, totally cool. Because of the energy of everybody here, it helps make it even easier to clear. So 1, don't do this if you're operating heavy machinery afterwards. 2, if you have a big meeting, if you have a big event, if you have a big anything after this, wait till tomorrow. 3, you want to make sure you give yourself some time to rest or to sleep after you do this, and you're going to want water on the handy. 4, you may feel weird. You may feel up. You may feel down. You may feel sideways. You might feel tingling. You might feel, I want to say burning. That sounds almost like, what is it? Itchiness in the toes. I don't mean that, but a rash. You might feel queasy, you might feel nauseous. All of these things, you might feel none of these things. And they may even come in a bit later. This can be a spiritual detox. It's all okay, because what we're doing is energetically removing a giant gorilla off of your shoulders. So whatever that feeling is, that's okay. Just be with it. It will actually come to a new homeostasis at a higher level. Vivid dreams tonight, quite expected. You may be so exhausted you actually have a hard time sleeping, or you might sleep like a rock. Both of those things happen as well. And you might find your body temperature going up, 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 and way up as I do the clearings. That's okay too. So just don't do anything big after this, or else table it till tomorrow. You can actually go back to this replay, use it as many times as you like. Please do, though, give it a gap of at least a couple days in between to give your body energetically time to settle before we go and do it again. Now, this is a smaller clearing. We're doing 6 things. We're going to do at least 15, maybe 16 clearings on our School of Mystics Wednesday. So again, you can come and join us for that. I'm sure Ayabear will put the link down there, and everybody will tell you about the School of Mystics in the chat. And Tuesday, of course, if you join me for automatic writing, I'd love to teach that to you, and we'll put a coupon code there. Automatic writing, I'm going to teach you how to do this yourself, so that you can go to the angels and guides and go, what do I need to clear? What do I need to clear? What do I need to clear? And they're going to let you know what it is that you get to clear. Any last notes I want to share, because this is the first time doing it on a YouTube live event? Yes. When I run my handy-dandy magnet over the top of my head, you will see me, chances are, yawning. Now, of course, I have been getting a rough night's sleep the last few nights with this full moon coming. However, it will not mean that I am tired. It will not mean that I am suddenly bored, or that I'm like, why aren't we done with this? No, it's energy coming out. It means I'm helping clear from the whole group. So don't go, why is this dude yawning right now when we're supposed to be doing clearing? At the same time, you might feel that buzziness, that tingling, that warmness, that nausea, that anything coming over you, belching, passing gas, the works. Or you might be yawning as well along with me. And lastly, yes, you can use a magnet and go along with me. It's not necessary, but you certainly can do this. All right. Somebody's asking the time. The automatic writing class on Tuesday is at 8:30 Eastern and 5:30 Pacific. And if it seems like I'm mentioning it a lot, I am very bullish about it, because that's how I get to do this, is I get to go into channeling, which I could never do before, go into my automatic writing, and they teach me what I'm going to share with you, and everything to do with what I'm doing with you is came out of automatic writing. CM Pisces, do we do the magnet thingy on our heads? You don't need to. I'm going to do the magnet thingy for you, CM Pisces, but you can do it along with me if you want. That's totally up to you. All right, where are we going to begin? All right, so first, do I have permission to do clearing work with you? You can say it in your head. You can say it out loud. You can type it certainly in the chat. But I need to know, or you need to know, your subconscious, your higher self needs to know that you say yes. And then I have permission to clear off of you. So do I have permission to do clearing work? Very good. And then next, I want you to think about or take note over, and this is the first thing we want to clear, guilt and the guilt from your past. What is your greatest guilt from your past, or guilt for something that you've held on to, or guilt over a situation, or simply massive guilt? What is massive guilt that you've held on to for days, for weeks, for years, or for your entire life? And then do I have permission to clear this guilt? All right, here we go. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, higher self, higher team, and all angels, guides, and light workers here for our highest good and the highest good of all. Please help remove any wounds, traumas, blocks, walls, and extreme guilt from anyone watching this YouTube event, past, future, and present. Please help remove these wounds, traumas, blocks, walls, and especially extreme guilt from everyone here, past, future, and present, now and forever. Thank you. Whew. All right. Take a nice deep breath. Ground in. How are you doing? And since I can't see you, hopefully you're doing all right. Now, I promised I would be keeping this much shorter than Wednesday, but they are giving me one more clearing that I get to do. So as I was clearing, I immediately started to get a three-dimensional, I don't even know if that's the term, multi-dimensional image of all these boxes and cubes and things, all with the color green. And green represents rage. And so with your permission, first off, do I have permission to continue? Do I have permission to clear again? Love you, Emily. Love you, everyone. And then I would like you to take note of the one thing that gives you the greatest rage in your life. You might be, I'm not angry. I don't have any rage. What have you stuffed under the carpet? If you can think of it, great. If I can clear it. If you can't think of it, I can still clear it. But do I have permission to clear what gives you the greatest rage? All right. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, higher self, higher team, and all angels, guide, and light workers here for our highest good and the highest good of all. Please help remove the wounds, traumas, blocks, walls from everyone here in the group, and specifically wounds, blocks, traumas, walls, and rage, extreme anger, extreme disappointment, extreme from everyone here in the group, past, future, and present. Please help remove these wounds, traumas, blocks, walls, and extreme rage from everyone, now and forever. Thank you. Wow. I don't know about you, but I instantly feel more peace here this evening. Do you feel that? Can you feel that peace? I know some people are talking about tingling or buzziness. Can you feel the peace? Very good. Doing all right? Do I have permission to continue then? Very good. Next, what we're going to go to is clearing feelings of extreme shame. You don't need to put any thought. If you just take note, do I have any shame? Okay, we're going to go there. Whatever is the greatest shame that you have in your life or the greatest shame that you felt recently, and then do I have permission to clear? All right, here we go. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, higher self, higher team, and all angels, guide, and light workers here for our highest good and the highest good of all. Please help remove the wounds, traumas, blocks, walls, and shame, extreme shame from everyone here in the group, past, future, and present. Please help remove these feelings of extreme shame from everyone, past, future, and present, now and forever. Thank you. Wow. How are you doing? I feel even more peace. And people who are in the School of Mystics know that I'm not, when I say something, I'm not just saying, oh, I feel. There's often a lot of emotions come up. But right now, I feel even more peace. And D Money is gone. I've never felt so much love within me. Yeah, I'm feeling that too right now. Woohoo. We can go woohoo. It's a woohoo. Wow. All right. How you doing? Feeling good? Okay to continue? Key point. You may, well, I didn't mention, you may be crying, you may be bawling. That is actually part of this healing experience. That's not a healing crisis. That is things coming out that need to come out. Don't stop it. Don't fight it. Don't worry about it. That's normal. That's natural. And you can feel free to pause. You can come back to the recording. You can drink some water. I know some people are even mentioning chills. This is all natural and normal. Don't feel the need to push through. And at the same time, if you're ready, may I continue? Good, 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 good. All right. Oof. Sorry. What happens here? Why am I apologizing? Well, as Aya Bear knows from class, as everybody who's in class knows, I apologize a lot when I do clearings because they go for the jugular. You could say they go for the knife in your back. They go after the big clearings. The guys don't go for the light clearings when I'm doing a group clearing. And so I apologize because they're huge. And this next one is huge. If I have permission to continue, I would like you to take note of, and then do I have permission to clear feelings of extreme loss? Whatever is the greatest loss in your life, whether that's past, present, or somewhere way, way in the past, do I have permission to clear whatever is the greatest loss in your life? All right, thank you. Here we go. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, higher self, higher team, and all angels, guide, and light workers here for highest good and the highest good of all. Please help remove the wounds, traumas, blocks, walls, and feelings of loss, feelings of grief, feelings of extreme loss from everybody here in the group, past, future, and present. Please help remove these feelings of loss, extreme loss, and grief from everyone here tonight, past, future, and present, now and forever. Thank you. Jello. How are you doing? Oh, wow, I feel like Jello. How about you? All right. Do I have permission to continue? Good. All right. We're going to go after 2 or 3 more. Elizabeth, let it all out. It's a good thing. Let it all out. Peaches, yes. Spiritual detoxes happen in the gut as well. All right. Oh, let's go there. Okay. So if I have permission to continue, what I want you to ask yourself is, what am I holding on to? What do I need to let go of? Or what haunts me most in the night that just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going and keeps going? And then do I have permission to clear this? The one thing that haunts you or that you can't let go of or keeps running in your mind, I have permission to clear. All right, here we go. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, higher self, higher team, and all angels, guide, and light workers here for our highest good and the highest good of all. Please help remove the wounds, traumas, blocks, walls, and hauntings. The one thing that haunts us, the one thing that holds on to us, the one thing that won't let go of us, or that we find ourselves holding on to, or that is not letting go, or we can't let go of, especially in the middle of the night. Please help remove these wounds, traumas, blocks, walls, and things we are holding on to or that are haunting us from everyone here in the group, past, future, and present, now and forever. Thank you. Wow. Wow. I feel a stillness here now. I'm like, do I continue? Yeah. Do I go 2 more times? Yeah. But there is a stillness. There is a silence. Can you feel that? That's the 400. That's the zeros. That's the silence here now, where the mind is finally like, oh. So we're going to clear just 2 more here tonight. I'll clear, if you want to join the School of Mystics, and we'll give you a coupon code to make it very affordable. Come join us Wednesday. We'll do a massive thing. And then again, I can teach you Tuesday how to do this yourself. But can you feel the love? Can you feel the peace in here right now? Whoa. All right. 2 more clearings. And why don't you take a sip of water first? If you got water there, take a sip of water. All right. Do I have permission to continue? Good, good, good. All right. Next. Oh, gosh, golly. So what you don't see is that I'm doing muscle testing beneath here all the times. I'm speaking with my body and I'm speaking with my higher self through muscle testing. It's something for another day. And I'm like, do I really go there? And I got yes. All right. The next one is, I want you to take note of, you don't have to spend any time there. You don't have to get your blood boiling, but your one greatest resentment you have in life. Whatever is your greatest resentment. And then, do I have permission to clear? All right, here we go. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, higher self, higher team, and all angels, guide, and light workers here for our highest good and the highest good of all. Please help remove any wounds, traumas, blocks, walls, resentment, extreme resentment, blood seething resentment, resentment that is so powerful it doesn't have any words for it, resentment. Please help remove these wounds, traumas, blocks, walls, and resentment from everyone here in the group, past, future, and present, now and forever. Thank you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. going to do just one more here this evening. If you're doing all right, how are you doing? Check in. Say, how am I doing? Can I do one more? All right. And if I have permission to continue, and let me ask, do I have permission to continue? Very, very good. All right. Last but not least for this evening is, what's the one thing energetically, or the one pattern you keep seeing in your life, or even the one trauma that keeps coming up in your life over and over and over again, that you feel or viscerally know in your knowing of all knowings, know in your gut, know in your heart, know in every bit of your beingness, that keeps holding you back. The one thing energetically, the one pattern, the one trauma, the one thing that just keeps repeating in your life, that you feel keeps holding you back. And then, do I have permission to clear it? All right, here we go. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, higher self, higher team, and all angels, guide, and light workers here for our highest good and the highest good of all. Please help remove any wounds, traumas, blocks, walls, patterns, massive traumas, repeating patterns in people's lives, or one thing energetically in people's lives that keeps holding everyone back. Everyone here, past, future, and present, please help remove these wounds, traumas, blocks, walls, patterns, or energies that keep holding people back, or traumas that keeps holding people back. Now and forever, thank you. I guess I'm on YouTube, so I need to make sure that you see me moving, or you think that it's a frozen connection. CM Pisces to say I'm kind of woozy. Yeah, that was a biggie. Whew. Oh my God. Yes, we have a lot of people in tears here. These are good tears. These are very, 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 very good tears. All right. What I'm going to do next, first off, take a pause. Blow your nose if you need to. Take some water. And I know because the chat box says ugly cry. I know that's Aya Bear. Okay. Take some water. Take a few deep breaths. And now the next part that I'm going to do, Jack wants to know if we should all get magnets for the next time we do this. Jack, you certainly can. A lot of people in school do have magnets. It's totally not necessary, but it's fun. And so you can certainly do that. And then you can whip out magnets. You can use a refrigerator magnet. I've been looking for a good Archangel magnet. I look every once in a while over the years. Haven't found one, but the phone is so magical to me that it's perfect. But then you can be going into work and you can see something, feel something, hear something, and you can go and go, whoo. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, and clear. No matter where you are, people might think you're a little bit weird, but you can get that energy off of you. So Susan's saying I use a refrigerator magnet. It's perfect. Where'd that coin just go? Oh, here it is. It's like my lucky dollar now that just attaches. It attaches like that. All right. So what we're going to do now is, I don't like leaving things on a, it's not a negative note. We've cleared these channels. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel different, lighter, energized. Although, like I said, things can go wonky for a day or two. And at the same time, I want to fill the channels with pure positive goodness. The more I fill the channels with pure positive goodness, the less likely there is for sticky residue to try to fill those channels again. So we remove, for instance, a lot of fear, a lot of anger, a lot of worry, a lot of resentment here tonight. And I don't want that filling back up. So what I'm going to do is kind of the Michael version of tapping that I do at the end of the clearing. Now, Aya Bear has always said, not always, but she said in the past, Michael, you tend to go too fast with your tapping. Nobody can keep up at the end. That's okay. It's almost kind of the point. You don't have to be able to keep up. I'm going to, and I want you to do this along with me as best you can. I'm going to tap on 8 different acupressure points. If you heard of EFT tapping, same basic concept. I'm going to go after the karate chop, the bottom of the hand. You can just do this along with me, so you don't even need to do it right now. But karate chop, I'm using my fingers as hammers on the bottom of my hand, which hits rest and relax response in the nervous system, also known as the atomic nervous system. The oh my gosh, see, my brain goes away when I do all these clearings. Parasympathetic. Thank you. I had to go to the guides. Parasympathetic nervous system. So we're going to go here, then we're going to go up in between the eyes. Then we're going to go just to the outside. So we're going to tap right up between the eyes. I'll go slower. Then we're going to tap just to the outside of the eyes. Then don't poke yourself in the eyes. And usually I take off my glasses, but I have the headphones on, so they're kind of here in place. Just beneath the eyes. Then to the center, beneath your nose, center of your chin, about an inch apart where your collarbones come together. And then this is my favorite one. I call this wings. You could also do the top of your head, but I like wings, just beneath your armpits as well. You're going to do that. And what we're going to do is we're just going to say some crazy fun statements to fill in kind of those grooves in the record. You don't have to believe in it. And again, you can, of course, change words, but I'm just going to be whipping through it fast. And just go along with it. If you can say it out loud, great. If you can't, I understand. Just say it in your head. If you can't do that, well, at least do the tapping. All right, here we go. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. I am surrounded by goodness. I am surrounded by goodness. I am surrounded by goodness. I'm surrounded with love. I'm surrounded with goodness. I'm surrounded with greatness. I'm surrounded with love. I'm surrounded with goodness. I'm surrounded by greatness. I am good. I am great. I am love. I am good. I am great. I am love. I am lighter than a feather. I am lighter than a feather. I am lighter than a feather. I soar to the heavens each night. I soar to the heavens each day. I soar to the heavens and beyond. I am good. I am great. I am light. I am good. I am great. I am light. I am good. I am great. I am light. I am free. I am free. I am free. I am free. Woohoo! Yeah, the woohoo is just for effect at the end. How do you feel now? D Money, don't stop, please. I just hurt myself tapping from Jack. Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah. This again, these are all shorter versions of what I'll do, but this should fill in some of the groove for you. You should feel a buzziness, a tingliness, a betterness, a ah at this point. Yes, that's the technical term is ah. Very good. What I'm going to do, because it was a pretty big clearing, is I'm going to look and see if there are 1 or 2 questions that we're going to take, and then we're going to call it good here for this evening, and then come join me again tomorrow night, automatic writing. I'd love to teach you more about this, and then Wednesday we're going to do a massive clearing about thrice the size of this tonight in School of Mystics, and love to have you there. And Sue Helms, she's a new member of the Backstage Pass. We've been putting up videos about every other day right now in the Backstage Pass, and I get to do even more of it. Sometimes with Canadian internet, it gets stuck on the phone, and I think I have 2 to upload right now. It's kind of where we're going, what we're thinking, what we're doing, with the experiences we're going through as well. So it's kind of being a member of the inner circle or inner family. And Awakening Atheist donated $50 to One Tree Planted. How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? Thank you, Awakening Atheist. All right. Jay Rogers. Michael, do you believe in... Oh, yeah. So Meredith is asking, yes, there's automatic writing tomorrow night, 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 Pacific. I'm going to teach you the basics of automatic writing, so all 101. So I'm going to teach you the basics of automatic writing, and I'm going to teach you how to go to your angels and guides to find what are the wounds and blocks that you get to be cleared, because well, we're winging it on our own when we learn the technique, and I'll be going over it again with people tomorrow night. When we learn the technique and we don't know what to clear, we can get kind of stuck. And so what we're going to do tomorrow night is learn how to get help from the other side so that we know what gets to be cleared. Somebody asked, how does this technique work specifically? It's moving energy. It's releasing energy. And if anything, because we are energetic beings, which means we are broadcasting beings, I can do this symbolically. I don't have to go, well, the exact science goes, I take this piece here and I take that piece here and I move it around. But because I can work with energy symbolically or through symbolism, which is what the Egyptians used as well, I can help remove and release it. It requires permission because it requires us plugging in or connecting together in order to release it. And I find it much easier with the power of the group. If you gave me 100,000 people, if you gave me 1 million people, oh my God, if you gave me 1 billion people, the clearings we could do, because we're harnessing the power of the group together. Miriam is saying, I'm falling asleep. Totally okay, Miriam. Go for it. So many people go to sleep after this. So somebody's asking, do we have 2 classes? If automatic writing, I'll teach you automatic writing tomorrow night and teach you how to do this. And then we have, an automatic writing is you sign up once and you get a class once a month if you want, or you just come the one time and you learn automatic writing. School of Mystics is 4 Wednesdays each month, and we have some profound learnings and growths and clearings together. And I do a clearing in the School of Mystics once every month, usually on the last week of the month, but this week I want to harness the power of the full moon. So we're going to be doing it on Wednesday the 18th, while it is still technically a full moon. And we are going to do it like the mother or the father of all clearings, where we're going to be going for it to such an extreme event, because we're going to harness that power to get rid of wounds and blocks that have been stuck with you really since you were a kid. I may even do, guides are talking with me about it, I may even do some ancestral wounds and karma that gets to be cleared as well. They're telling me, yes, you will be doing ancestral wounds and karma. Okay, so I'm going to be doing some ancestral wounds, new to me. I'm going to be doing some ancestral wounds and karma clearing on Wednesday as well as part of the School of Mystics. And it's a very affordable program. We give you a coupon code to make it super affordable. And oh my God, is it a life changer? And I'll let everybody in the School of Mystics here share about that. All right. Jay Rogers, do you believe in affirmations? Do they work? Yes, they absolutely positively work. I love Emil QA, which is, I have a t-shirt around still, which has Ruru, my Wonder Rooster on it. And it says, every day in every way, I get better and better. Emil QA was every day in every way, things get better and better. Affirmations work. The challenge with affirmations is we need to do them over and over and over and over and over again. This isn't all talking about the School of Mystics, so please forgive me. But in the School of Mystics, what I do is I channel attunements or vibrational, what's the best way to word it? Words charged with energy, that you say things even once and it shifts your energy. You say it twice, it massively shifts your energy. You say it every day for a week, it radically shifts and changes your energy, but you don't have to say it all day long. It is something that is, it's kind of like hitting a tuning fork, bing, from the energy and the attunement, and you start vibrating with that. So you don't need to keep hitting the bell and keep hitting the bell and keep hitting the bell. But affirmations, yes, absolutely positive. Strength and comfort. What causes the sleepiness and fatigue that many of us feel even while at work during the day? That right now is what we call too much energy-itis. There is too much, which in a sense is not too much. It's the power of shift and power of change. But we are being, particularly if you're here, strength and comfort, it means you're empathic. It means you're energetically sensitive. There is so much energy going on right now on the planet. It's why clearing is huge. It's why setting intention is huge. It's why self-care right now is so essential, as is energetic hygiene. Strength and comfort, you can put yourself in a bubble of love and light when you get to work. And then at the end of the day, you can literally do this clearing to pull off everyone else's energy from you. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, higher self, higher team, and all angels, guide, and light workers here for my highest good and highest good of all. Please help remove the energy of everyone that has attached themselves today, of everything that has attached itself to me today, of everyone who is around me today, even on the drive or even in the subway here today. Please help remove all of the sticky energy that does not belong to me and cut all the cords from energetic cords from that does not belong to me from today, now, and forever. Thank you. And you clear. It's actually clearing on people. Some people jumped in and got a yes, apparently. So you can do this strength and comfort every single day. Somebody says, I'm breaking the alcoholism curse. Awesome, Amber. Again, you can do this every single day as energetic hygiene when you leave work, which will help you bring your energy back. Amy D, what time does the full moon start? I was looking that up, but I know it's a 2-day event depending on where you are on the planet, but it's a window, Amy D. So I don't actually know. You can look it up and put in the chat and tell all of us. But it's a window of a couple days, particularly with the supermoon, a couple days on either side. So it's about 5 days total. So we are in this window right now, full on, Amy D. Jessica Sleep, what do we do when the anxiety is overwhelming? I would do what we did just here right now. I would bring the anxiety to the clearings and get it light. I would use the number 4 or 444 and go to your angels and guides. In fact, Jessica, I'm guessing you've seen 444 lately. As soon as you see 444, stop, drop, put that prayer up there. I'm freaking out right now. I can't help. I can't handle this. Can you take this for me? Can you help this with me or help me with this? Don't go it alone. In fact, so many people are seeing right now 911, 911, 901, and it's not just that we passed 911, but it's the number from the angels that says, do not go it alone. So Jessica, do not go any of this stuff alone. Lynn Reed, does anyone know where to sign up for automatic writing? Aya Bear, can you please put the link in there for automatic writing and please put down a coupon code. If not, you can go on over to automaticwriting.com let's see if my team put it in the notes. I believe Aya Bear put it in the notes. Code is Angels50. Code is Angels50 is what you're going to put in as a code there. All right. Let's see. Peaches, Michael, what is the most powerful full moon prayer? Help me release what is not mine. Help me to release what does not serve me. Help me to be my full, complete, whole self once again. That's what I would say. It's about release and it's about coming back to completion. You can say that in your own ways. What you're doing is you're asking the moon or the energy of the moon to help you release what isn't yours and help you to be full, whole, and complete once again. I'll let you in on a little secret. We always are, but we feel fractured and fragmented because of everything that is stuck onto us. People in the chat are wondering what the magnet is for. Well, these are energetic meridians, energetic points in acupuncture and acupressure that go over the top of my head. And what I'm doing is resetting them or clearing them or taking energy that's coming up through all of them. And I'm using a super squeegee or I'm a skater, among other things. Taking a giant magnetic Zamboni, if you know what that is, that clears the ice. And I am clearing them right off of me. All right, couple last questions. From Layla. As to intention setting, some say state I want to let go of so-and-so. Others say state I am letting go. Does it matter if you say one or the other? This is a brilliant question, Layla, and I have a very, very simple answer to this. It's all about the energy, not about the exact words. All about the energy, not the exact words. So if you're energetically letting go of something, perfect. That's the intention behind it. It doesn't have to be sort of like they say law of attraction. You have to say it as if you already have it. There's a little bit of truth to that, but it's more like you have to feel it or it's best to feel it as if you already have it. But again, it's about emotion, energy and motion. So there's a time where you're going, God, why did you? I need. You're going, yeah, but you said I need. That's the energy of I don't have. No, that's the energy of I need it. So it's okay to implore. It's okay to have that energy. Just bring your emotion to it. That's what's most important. I keep saying the awe classes on Monday. Okay. Thank you, Aya Bear. Thank you, Aya Bear. Thank you, Aya Bear. I am having a very, very full moon moment where I am thinking apparently it is Monday, where I know full well automatic writing is Tuesday. So anytime that you see through this cancel clear release where I say Monday, I mean Tuesday. Tuesday is automatic writing. Thank you so much, Aya Bear. Jack Grimaldi. Michael, what does it mean if we see no repeating or non-sequential numbers? Oh. It means just to go quiet more. Jack, I just want you taking more time with yourself, more time with your beingness, more time in the 000 or the stillness. That's going to help bring you back into greater alignment. Jack, can we get you grounded? Can we get you in water? Can we get you hanging out with Jack? That's what I want for Jack at this time. That's what will help get you into that state. It's not a bad thing where you're at, not a bad thing at all, but we've got a little bit too much chatter of the mind or Jack thinking about Jack rather than Jack being Jack. All right, I think we had one last question. And then we are going, Peaches says, Twired bears. Yes, it is bedtime bears for all of us. Looks like I got, all right, I think we are good. Okay. Well, thank you, Aya Bear. Thank you, Ann Bear. Thank you, Dream Team. Thank you, Emily and Tasha and Rhonda and Sam and Teresa. And thank you, Sue Whelms. Welcome to the Backstage Pass. I will see you. I'm going to call this an early evening. And this is actually good. I'm glad we're doing this. Get some more water. What's for dinner, Michael? From Peaches. I'm going to have a vegan protein smoothie, and then I'm going to head to bed. But I would like you to be extra kind, loving, gentle to yourself. Get some extra rest if you can. Please don't drive that heavy machinery here tonight. Give yourself a chance to rest and recover. And then if you'd like to, I won't see you tomorrow. 333's Creativity, Awakening Atheist, and Creation with the Universe. I won't see you tomorrow, but I will see you Tuesday. There we go. Tuesday with automatic writing. And yes, be sure to thumbs up this. I wonder if we can get to 888 thumbs ups. What's going on my screen? Here we go. Yes, the more people who thumbs up this, the more that the YouTube algorithm likes the show and shares it with the world. So give it a big thumbs up. Give it some love to get this love out to others. But I'll see you Tuesday, and then I will see you Wednesday in the School of Mystics. Again, that's 4 Wednesdays every month, and it's your tribe, it's your homies, it's your sacred place, and people will tell you in the chat just how healing it is, how special it is. And how much of a life changer. I'm not good at tooting my own horn. I'm actually squirming in my seat here because it's not about you joining or doing something or about me telling you to do this or do that, but they do make a massive difference. They do really, really, really make a big difference. Yeah, Aya Bear is saying, please share this with people who need the clearing. Absolutely. This is my gift. This is as free as it gets. What does it take to do this clearing? Come watch this video and say yes, and it works, and you will feel better. So I will see you Tuesday night with automatic writing. Aya Bear, if you can put those links down again. Tuesday night, automatic writing. I'd love to see you Wednesday night for School of Mystics, for the clearing of all clearings, of all clearings, of all clearings, of all clearings. Marin's Life just asked, is that normal? So I want to see what she's asking, if that's normal. I am yawning nonstop. Oh, yes, that's huge. That's awesome. That is energy coming out and coming out and coming out and coming out. And Aya Bear, there's a lot of people asking here if you can put the link down again. And if you don't see the link, I'm going to check. As soon as I finish, I'm going to actually put on the music of... So we got the School of Mystics coupon code there, and now Aya Bear will put the link down for automatic writing on Tuesday, and then I'm going to play the music of literally my dear, thank you Aya Bear, my dear sister Ayla Ray, literally my sister, award-winning musician and producer, singer, musician, producer, and I will see you in a few days, and send love, I send love, I send love, and I'm going to go get myself some rest now, although I don't know about you, I'm feeling buzzed and energized at the same time. I am super tired. I have been whacked by the moon, and more like the kitties with the moon as well. So I'm going to go get me some rest. So lots and lots of love, everyone. And let's see if I can, all of my buttons have gone all wacky on me now. So I have to see if I can find, where did my music go? Oh, wow, this is exciting. This kid, oh, there we go. Here it is. All right. Lots of love. Oh my God, Zacharek. Just realized I feel guilty for feeling good. Zacharek, realize this. The better you feel, because you are a tuning fork, the better you're going to help the whole world to feel. All right, lots of love, everyone. And how does it get any better than this? Woohoo! And oh yeah, Paul Selig Thursday. Lots of love, everyone.
Every day there's a new horizon. Birds keep on singing, earth keeps on spinning. Time to toss any fears that rule you. Dance to vibrations, no limitations.